My name is Tatu Gatere, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Buildher. We are in the construction industry, so we wanted the name to be construction forward, people to know we're talking about Mjengo. And then the second, it's all about her, it's all about the woman and supporting the woman to integrate into the sector. So Buildher made sense. It's simple and it just explains what we're trying to achieve.
Experience yangu hapa Buildher imekuwa poa juu hapo mbele sikuwa najua mambo ya career. Sikuwa najua kama kuna mwanamke anaweza kuwa fundi ajisaidie pamoja na familia yake.
Kulikuwa na yoga, kuna heels, kuna vitu mingi. So, imekuwa poa juu imenisaidia kuwa flexible story ya yoga na gym hiyo kusaidia mwenye unaweza kulift kitu. Na heels pia wanafundisha kujua kuongea mbele ya watu. So bila kuogopa, yani unazoeana na watu juu unaweza itwa hapo mbele uongee.
We initially thought employers would be the primary client of Buildher. The construction sector really struggles with getting skilled labor. And so naturally, we assumed that contractors would want to hire labor from us. But the reality on the ground is the construction labor market is very informal. People hire project-based workers, and there's a whole middleman that connects workers to projects. So it's very rare that contractors would contact you directly. And so the program had to quickly adjust to equip women to be able to go out and advocate for themselves, be able to negotiate with subcontractors and labor subcontractors or project subcontractors, to get a foot in the door, to be respected, to be given a chance. And we also had to work with a lot of employers to ready the market to integrate women. So we didn't expect to do as much groundwork as we have done. But at the end of the day, it helped us learn what's appropriate for the organization and what's needed in the market.
I've been a member of Buildher since its inception. When the new cohort comes in, so we take them through orientation that takes 2 days so that they can really understand the dynamics of the organization, what is expected of them. We take them through the rules and regulations of the program, and then also they sign the contract with Buildher. And then we take them through the Buildher facilities so that they can familiarize with the area. And then from there now, they get into their classes.
A typical day would involve monitoring the artisans that we have working in the industry, monitoring their performance, collecting data from employers, again, the contractors, fabricators, and other industry players, to understand about the performance of the artisan, their growth in the industry. Are they delivering for what the employer needs? For us, it's a number of activities externally, which in turn enable us, in that case, for example, to bring the data or the feedback collected back internally to our program so that we make sure that the training we are doing here is meeting the needs or the demands of the industry.
At every other cohort, there are some feedback that we get. We get from the trainees themselves, we get from the impact team, we get from the placement team, such that now we incorporate it maybe in the next cohort or in our curriculum. And then the feedback that we get from the industry also makes us to review our curriculum occasionally, so that the following cohort, then it becomes much better than the previous one.
Kwa hii course yetu tunafanya huku Buildher, kuna kuanga na yoga, kuna gym na kuna heels. So hizo zimenisaidia sana. Kwanza hiyo story ya yoga nimekuwa flexible, tunafundishwa kwa flexible nini, alafu sasa kuna hiyo gym, unafundishwa kuweza lift mzigo. Juu ni ngumu wanaambia kubeba mzigo, so unafundishwa.
There's also training, because we are involved internally in the training program in terms of taking, at that point in time, our trainees through a class called holistic employability and wellness skills training. So it's about behavior change, professionalism, understanding the realities of the sector and how to navigate the sector, job management, focusing on goals, growing or building your career in construction.
Sikuwa najua jinsi ya kujiongelelea, nilikuwa naogopa. Lakini vile nilisomea life skill, nikajua jinsi ya kujiongelelea. Naweza ongea na watu vizuri, naweza enda mahali watu wamegombana niwasikanishe tuongee vizuri. Saa hii tena pande kazi, sikuwa naweza jiongelelea kuhusu kazi yangu. Lakini sasa najua kuongelelea, najua kusema hii kazi naweza fanya. Hata wakinipatia kazi waniletea nimefanya hii kazi naweza fanya.
Pia kulikuwa na Hughes. So hiyo Hughes ilikuwa nakufundisha vile unaweza approach client wako, vile unafaa kusimama body language yako, vile unafaa kunegotiate na yeye. Juu hakuna vile utaenda kwa client uanze kukaa kama una chora chini na unanika uko serious. So imenisaidia sana pia hiyo.
We have 4 months of intensive training, of which 60% is technical training and 40% is the holistic employability and wellness skills training, which is about behavior change, professionalism, knowing how to be involved in job management as an end-to-end process, being able to understand the realities of the construction sector, understanding the strategies of how to navigate the sector, even as women, especially because, of course, there are obstacles that as women, our beneficiaries face in penetrating the sector, which is male-dominated. So there's the 60% technical training and the 40%, which is the Hughes training. Then over and beyond that, the beneficiaries then transition to the construction industry to continue building their skill level, upskilling, building their experience over 8 months. So that means 4 months of placement and the next 4 months where they're alumni, meaning they specialize, they sharpen their skills in specific areas and we support them to grow. So that's 8 months. So 4 plus 8 makes it a year. At the end of those 8 months, or rather at the end of the year, we work hand in hand with NITA, which is the National Industrial Training Authority, so that our artisans can get accredited, starting with grade 3 accreditation. However, because of the manner in which we train them to be independent thinkers, to be goal-oriented, we encourage them to add their accreditation. So from grade 3, they can get grade 2 and grade 1 accreditation and beyond. That said, in addition to NITA, we work closely with the regulator National Construction Authority, NCA. So once our artisans get NITA accreditation at grade 3, which is a prerequisite, they then can get NCA accreditation. So that's how it works.
In the beginning, when I would explain what the idea of Buildher was, I literally had people laugh in my face, tell me that women were not interested in this work. And I took it all like on the chin because I'm an architect and I'm a bit older. So when I went into the sector of architecture, there were not many women. And men had said that to me, like, why would a woman want to be an architect? Which is such an absurd question. So it was discouraging, but I just sort of thought it's ridiculous. Like, clearly people don't understand that women are just people.
The nature of the construction sector is such that it's majorly informal. So for us, we've been working collectively with contractors, with fabricators, and other sector players such as the regulators, such as NCA, to work together to implement guidelines that we've developed, to be able to implement those guidelines and influence or shift policies so that we can move forward in terms of best practice.
Kwa hii program nimelearn skills mingi, nimelearn kutumia machine operator, nimelearn life skills, nimelearn venye unaweza enda kwa site ufanye kazi, venye naweza tumia fitness kwa maisha yangu. Kama nimepewa kazi mzito naweza fanya, nimelearn joinery, venye naweza enda niseme mimi ni fundi wa joinery, nimelearn yani ile vitu inafai kulana.
Trying to get employers to really give women a chance, for them to understand that it wasn't an empowerment program. Yes, Buildher is focused on women, but we are also focused on high quality skills. Our training center is really a global level. What a painter learns here is what a painter would learn anywhere in the world. That was really important for us. For women to be safe, they had to offer value on site. They had to be able to perform and meet the standards. And no employer would believe this initially. And I'm still grateful to the initial companies that opened the door to us and tried us out. Some people started with about 5 women and now they're hiring about 10 or more on site. It's still a very small number, but those initial uptakers were really encouraging for us. And now, we have hundreds of women working, so it's easier to prove.
Having our trainees excel in the market, in the construction industry, where they are breaking the stereotype that women cannot work in this sector that is male-dominated. So when we are seeing them now breaking the glass ceiling, then to us, that is a challenge that we are overcoming.
Being able to give the sector, despite the obstacles, the gender bias, being able to connect or link the sector to skilled artisans, skilled female artisans, and enabling us to resolve the pain points for contractors, for fabricators. That for us has been such a great highlight.
We want to offer more skills training in construction finishes. We offer painting, tiling, carpentry and joinery. We want to go into gypsum and partitions, including ceilings. We want to go into solar installation for sustainability. We just want to have more offerings for women that fit the labor market needs and gaps.
Vile mimi walinichukua pale wakanisaidia, wakanionyesha mbele. Pia mimi nataka kuchukua na wengine 2, 3 nikuje tusaidiane, tujenge, tuoneshane wanawake tunaweza. Sio mali penye kama kitambo walikuwa wasemanga wanawake wawezi, lakini sasa imefika karia ya kusema sisi wanawake tusimame, tujitokeze tunaweza.
You find that given the male-dominated structure of the sector, there's been a heavy gender bias. So being able to see female artisans step onto the sites and them challenging that gender bias, being able to prove that they can work productively and be able to deliver equally to their male counterparts and earn a dignified income equally for that skill level to their counterparts, for us has been a highlight. It's not been an easy journey, but we celebrate that because there's more acceptance, and it's the women themselves proving that they can do it once they step onto the site, proving by doing.
For the last 4 years, we focused on selling a limited range of products in our catalogue. But in the next 5 years, we are transitioning to be a marketplace for women artisans from the Buildher program, meaning you would be able to buy female furniture brands from Buildher alumni. And we would also be offering a wide range of prices and a wide range of products so that we can address the affordable market and what we call the accessible market, which is a bit higher in price, but still high quality for that value. So we want to grow that business to make sure that women furniture makers are able to establish and grow their businesses.
Nataka ku-encourage wanawake huku nje, hii kazi wasione kama hii kazi ni wanaume peke yao. Unaweza fanya, tunaweza fanya pia. Na hii kazi yote hii kazi ya construction kama tu kazi zingine. Nilikuwa nataka kujua painting sana. But say after kujua painting tukafundishwa kila kitu stories za texture, naweza taka at least nikishafanya kiasi ndiko maybe na kampu yangu pia mimi niweze ku-advise wanawake, kuwaonyesha venye wanafaa maybe ku-face my clients, vitu kama hizo. At least ndo wako na ile idea kinaweza taka kufanya.
The advice that I would offer change makers who want to catalyze whether it's sector change, larger, broader change, or smaller changes in the sector that could lead to, impact, would be to combine your idea with the needs and gaps of that sector. So it's important for Buildher not just to work on women's integration. We work on women's integration, skilling fundis who offer a high level of skill with high performance standards, with a positive attitude. And not only that, but skilling them in areas that are underserved So areas that currently contractors are not finding a lot of fundis. So if you're offering a solution, as well as pushing for a change of mindset, a change of attitude, or a change of behavior, you will have more people sign on to support that cause if you're also providing a solution for them.